the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real-world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Monday Night OP Racing Premier Series, as we are here for the Shady Track 250 at iRacing Superspeedway. Qualifying is underway, and several drivers have already posted up lap times in this qualifying session. Tyler Miller on pole with a 48.08. Nate Warren rounding out your top 5 for the moment, with Anthony English in second. Randall Cobb in the 52 making his way around this super speedway as JD Crow jumps up to the top spot with a 48.07. Vicente Guerrero and Jimmy Reynolds in on their lap time as the 52 makes his way onto the front stretch across the start finish line, and Randall Cobb going to be inside the top 5. Jeremy Funk in the 97 getting up to speed. The 77 of David Booth out on the speedway. The Booth in the 77 coming around to complete his lap time. And David Booth going to show up in 6th place. So Zach Workman right now is our pole sitter with a 48.07 as well. Workman, Crow, and Miller all in that 48.07 bracket. Sean McCara in the 71, working down the front stretch. And McCara moving up into 6th place. A good qualifying run for the 71. Jim Mayer in the 95. Working through turns 3 and 4, off of 4 onto the front stretch as we go on board. And across the line for the 95, he moves up into 7th place. Jeremy Funk in the 97 making his way off of turn number 4. As we're at 5.5 minutes to go in qualifying the 97 across the start finish line. And Jeremy Funk in the 17th spot. Cody Nagels in the 06. Rolling around down on the apron as he gets his race car up to speed. Oh, TJ Elliott, Travis Elliott on the track right now. Off of turn number 4 as BK Anderson moves into the top 5 with his qualifying run. And Elliott into 13th place. 20 drivers have taken a qualifying run so far tonight. Richard Kuhn in the 47 will be our next one to post his qualifying time. Les Levy in the 62 up into 7th place with his qualifying run. It's Monday night. Good luck, drivers, from Miss Maxine. How you doing, Miss Maxine? As Richard Kuhn in the 47 ends up in 13th spot. Hunter Reynolds in the 26 going to be our next driver to cross the finish line in his qualifying run. In the 26, flashing across the line, and he goes to the top of the leaderboard with a 48.06. How about that lap time, ladies and gentlemen? One more heavy hitter, maybe 2, 3, 4 heavy hitters still to go. Logan Helton in the 63 across the line. And Logan Helton not able to knock off Hunter Reynolds. He's into third place. Gabe Butler, however, in the 88, able to get it done. He now has a pole position at a 48.05. Here comes the 04 of Mark Mann. Mark heading across the start-finish line. What's he got in store? And the 04 of Mark Mann, 20th spot for his qualifying run. Just 2 cars out on the speedway right now as we're creeping up on 3 minutes left to go. Jeff Crosby Jr. and Cody Nagels, the only 2 cars on the track, trying to knock off Gabe Butler from that pole position. A great run from the 88, a 48.05. Crosby Jr. up into 7th place. Cody Nagels in the 06 onto the front stretch. Cody Nagels inside the top 10, 9th place on that qualifying run. As he shuts it down. 40 of Peter DeBorgia. Out of control. That is not what he wanted to do. Well, what a noob. What a noob. So Peter DeBorgia in the 40. Has to reset. And the track has gone quiet. Let's see if the 40 can get a qualifying time in. But in the meantime, we're going to shut it down and go to the national anthem. Y'all please rise and join me in celebrating this great country. We have the freedom to do these things here tonight.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command, with glowing hearts.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Our drivers have taken to the grid, and that means it is time to go through tonight's starting lineup. So let's get right into it. The Shady Track 250 at iRacing Superspeedway, presented by Butt Kicker, will be led to the green flag by the 88 of Gabe Butler with a 48.058. To his outside is the 26 of Hunter Reynolds. Row number 2 going to be made up of the 19 of Zach Workman on the inside and the 63 of Logan Helton to the outside. JD Crow and Tyler Miller for row 3. Row 4 will be Jeff Crosby Jr. and BK Anderson. Row number 5 will be the 06 of Cody Nagels and the 44 of Anthony English. Row 6 will be Zach Fritsch and Les Levy. Row 7, the 71 of Sean McCara and Jim Mayer in the 95. David Booth in the 77, Randall Cobb in the 52 for row number 8. Row 9 will be the 14 of Vicente Guerrero and the 47 of Richard Kuhn. Row 10, the 51 of Travis Elliott and the 071 of Eric Laurie. Row 11, Daniel Holloway and Mark Mann. Row 12, Dustin Barber and Jimmy Reynolds. Row number 13, Rob Connors in the 00 and the 42 of Nate Warren. Row 14, the 97 of Jeremy Funk and the 4 of Rick Sebrands. Chase Berry, Sean Stevens for row 15. Row 16, the 40 of Peter DeBorgia, the 99 of David Ostreet, and Richard Sanchez bringing up the tail end of the field here tonight as the green flag comes out. We're underway for the first time here tonight. The final race here in the regular season for Monday night OP Racing Premier Series. Win and you're in as long as you've got those 9 race minimum requirements met. And the one driver on the bubble, that was the one of Chase Berry. He is out on the track. He has taken the green flag, and therefore Chase Berry is now officially locked in to playoff contention. So everyone else is going to have to try and figure out what they have to do to make it into the playoffs if they are not locked in. As the 88 of Gabe Butler comes around, Gabe Butler gonna lead the first lap. Side by side, our field is digging hard through 1 and 2. Onto the backstretch they go. Full tilt, no restrictor plates on this race track. That means they're doing 240, 250 miles an hour all night long. Let's go ahead and get right into our point standings as they started this race here tonight. As I mentioned, Chase Berry, who had one win, all he had to do was take the green flag, and it locked him into playoff contention. So Chase Berry is locked in. So too is Andy Brigante, Josh Milam, Tyler Miller, JD Crow, Peter DeBorgia, Sebastian Marin, Logan Helton, and Hunter Reynolds all are locked in. Gabe Butler in the 88 already has earned a bonus point by leading a lap. He finds himself 57 points to the good as this race started. So Gabe Butler is going to be very strong here tonight Eric Laurie in the 071 just turned the fastest lap of the race. And Eric Laurie, in a must-win situation, he finds himself well below the cutoff line, over 60 points behind the cutoff line. If he does not win this race, there is no possibility of him earning enough points to get locked in. So Eric Laurie once again finding himself in a must-win situation. So we'll keep an eye on this John Deere Green 071 and see if he can pull it off. As the field continues to cycle around, let's take a quick look at some of our race info for tonight. As I mentioned, this is the final race to advance to the playoffs. You've got to dig hard for that win as Tyler Miller trying to utilize the third lane along with Zach Fridge. Zach Fridge not necessarily locked in just yet. He is one of those drivers that's trying to dig hard for that win. Of course, this is also the time for chaos as there they go hard into the wall. Stages at lap 25 and 52, fast repairs will be available. And it looked like from that hard impact, several cars are going to need a fast repair. The 71 of Sean McCara being one of those. He's already in pit lane. Let's see if we can figure out what happened here. We go off the nose of the 27 of Sean Stevens, 3 wide into turns 3 and 4. And Sean Stevens just running out of room. Into the corner they go. Looks like the 52 of Randall Cobb. Not only Randall Cobb, but another car down on the inside line. It looked like maybe the 33 of Jeff Crosby Jr. Almost looked as if there was multiple issues going on at the same time. Here's a look at the 33. Everyone just gets punched up right there. The 33 had nothing to do with what was going on with Randall Cobb. Come on board the 04 Mark Mann. Let's see if we can see this once again. We go on board with the 33 of Jeff Crosby Jr. So first round of pit stops done and over with. Everyone came down pit road to top off, or to tires, I should say. It looked like some took tires, some took left side, some took all 4, fuel only for a few. Peter DeBorgia in the 40. Not sure, but it looks like he just drove through his pit lane, did not hit his pit box. So our first yellow flag of the night is out. Field has been slowed down. the pit road comes the 21, the 40, and a few others as the lights go out on the pace car. We have Miss Anderson in here. How you doing, Miss Michelle? Thank you very much for joining me tonight. Quick shout out and reminder, guys, feel free to hit the thumbs up if you are enjoying the show that these drivers are putting on for you. And of course, always, always, always cheer for them loudly and proudly, or show your displeasure at another driver for doing your favorite driver wrong. Let's stir the pot a little bit. Why not? All right, here we go on to the front stretch. Lights are out on the pace car. Green flag is out as we are on lap 9 of 84. Kevin Nagel's chiming in. How you doing, Kevin? Thank you very much for coming by. Hope you stick around for a while. Hunter Reynolds in the 26, your race leader is Gaten Butler in the 88. Came back down pit road and topped off his fuel tank. All right, ladies and gentlemen, haven't been doing a whole lot of this season. And I gotta give it to these boys. This has been an outstanding season. I don't know about y'all, but each time I think these seasons get better and better. So this cold beverage crack is for all of OP Racing Premier Super Speedway Series drivers. And for the mountains of Levy, if you know what I mean. For the 26, Hunter Reynolds. Out in front, Zach Fritch in the 12. Zach Fritch not necessarily in a must-win situation. Still looking to get a win because some bonus points will carry over, so why not? He does not have a win yet. Looking for his first win on a Monday night. How many times can I say win in a breath? I don't know. Probably quite a few. Got quite a few races. One under my credit. Oh, I said one. Doesn't count. I can win races from time to time. There we go. So too can Zach Fritch. Tyler Miller right there as well. Tyler Miller already has one win under his belt. DK Anderson in the 32. Well, we'd love to have a win. Comes into tonight's race with that 32 Cheerios machine. 24 points to the good. So if he just has a good solid run, scores some stage points, gets him a solid maybe top 10 finish, no sweat, he's in. But there are a few drivers who have got to win this race to get their way through. Jim Mayer, the Hall of Famer himself, in danger of not making it into the next round. Right now, he comes in 16 points below the cutoff line. That 95 running up in front. So he knows he has to get up on the wheel. He is behind the 19 of Zach Workman right now. They're both inside the top 10. Workman, 53 points to the good. Mark Mann in the 0-4. He is 7 points below the cutoff line. So what's he got to do to make it through? New fastest lap of the race by the 52 of Randall Cobb, a 44.24. Buck Wild Racing on the gas right here. On the pit road come our drivers as the fuel window is open to make it to the end of this stage. Randall Cobb stays out. Nobody else able to turn a faster lap time just yet. Jim Mayer in the 95 as everyone peeled off for pit road has taken over the race lead. No one else hits pit lane this time as the caution flag is going to come out. The pit road was closed. Trouble for the 27 of Sean Stevens, the 40 of Peter DeBorgia. Heavily damaged race cars right there. Let's see if we can figure out what happened to bring out this yellow. Rob Connors in the 00 already sideways. Jeff Crosby Jr. getting involved. Anthony English in the 44. Peter DeBorgia in the 40 sees it, tries to go up the track. Just can't avoid everyone. Gets collected with the 44 of Anthony English. Looked like some net code set the 00 off. We're in our second caution of the night, so some torn up race cars very early. But on to pit road comes the 95 and the rest of the drivers who had not hit pit road. That will complete our final pit stop cycle. So the 12 of Zach Fritsch out in front by virtue of winning the race off of pit road under green flag. Then the yellow flag comes out. A few more race cars got torn up. Drivers do have 2 fast repairs available to them. So out of this race is the one of Chase Berry. He only was able to turn 3 laps before he had to come back down pit road and call it a night. Rob Connors right now is working on his 00. We saw him with some net code get involved in this crash that has brought out the yellow. Sean McCara, Jeff Crosby Jr. making their way around the Superspeedway, but they have got a little bit of damage. Maybe trying to just walk it off and get to the end of a stage before they burn a fast repair. So we started 33 race cars tonight. Right now, 29 of them are on the lead lap. Zach Fritsch is your race leader. Few cars at the back of the pack come back down pit road to top off the fuel tanks. Rob Connors still sitting on pit lane with his hood up. The damage quite extensive on that 00. He has already gone multiple laps down under this yellow flag. All right, lights are out on the Ford Mustang. Field making its way off of turn number 4. Here we go, side by side once again for this restart. Pace car peels off. Zach Fritsch, Hunter Reynolds lead the field to the green flag, and away we go to try and end stage number 1. Zach Fritsch in the 12 slices down in front of the 26 of Hunter Reynolds. Zach Workman in the 19 in the second lane, but here comes Hunter Reynolds as he moves up to the high side to take advantage of the momentum that outside lane has down the backstretch. And now the 26 is back out in front. Rob Connors still sits on pit road. Chase Berry out of the race. That means right now there are 31 race cars on the track. Only 2 of them are 1 lap down. That is Jeff Crosby Jr. and Sean McCarra. Eric Glory in the 071 and Peter DeBorgia in the 40. They are falling back a little bit here. Just a little bit. There we look at Eric Glory as he tries to catch up to the 40 of Peter DeBorgia. And these are 2 heavily damaged race cars just trying to limp to the end of stage 1. Dustin Barber in the 6 gets left out to dry. And now a whole lot of cars jump up into the second lane. Logan Helton in the 63 right in front of the 6. Zach Workman in the 19 takes over the race lead, slides down to the bottom in front of the 24, Tyler Miller. You can tell business is picking up. Everyone wanting to get all the points they can. It is down to crunch time. Last race of the regular season. Several spots up for grabs. We'll take one more look at our point standings as they came into tonight's race. Zach Workman not officially locked in, but a race win will get it done for him, so he is trying to do all he can to get that win. even though you have that win already, you want the bonus points to transfer over. A lot of bonus points to be had as we look at our stage winners coming into tonight. Hunter Reynolds has won the most stages, along with Logan Helton. And those two now running side by side to try and win another stage. They will continue to jockey for position here. Two of the best going at it right now on the front, the 26 and the 63. Go ahead and take a look at who has been on the hottest streak so far here in the last 3 races. Hunter Reynolds gaining 140 points, Logan Helton right there with 126, and Peter DeBorgia with 125. But Peter DeBorgia going to need some help if he wants to try and earn some big points here in this race. Oh, Tyler Miller in the 24, not quite clear of the 63 of Logan Helton. Contact was made, the accordion effect happened, and the yellow flag is going to come out, and Zach Workman, I believe, is going to win this stage. And that all starts with the move from the 24 of Tyler Miller. Take a look at this as Miller slides up the track. Logan Helton has to move. Looked like some net code, and that collects the 51 of Travis Elliott in a big, big way. Elliott, just minding his own business, gets plowed into. Zach Fritsch gets a piece of it. BK Anderson. Still on board with the 32 of BK Anderson. BK looks like he was able to go through. .42 of Nate Warren also getting a very close here. So on to pit road. The field will come, and your stage 1 winner, the 19 is Zach Workman. By virtue of the yellow flag, didn't have to fight to the checkered flag for the end of the stage. We'll get a word in with him as soon as he is done with his pit stop. We will be off next Monday night, but racing action will resume November 7th as we start our race for the championship with 16 drivers. That will take place at Talladega. So I hope you will join me for that one, as the 19 of Zach Workman is down and away. Let's go ahead and see if we can pull in the 19 and get a quick word in with our stage 1 winner. Zach, you got your ears on, bud?
I do.
Oh my goodness, it's almost like you knew I was going to talk to you.
Yeah, I was just, I was planning that the whole time. I'm like, I'm going to win stage 1 lap early, so KR gets to talk to me.
I like it. I like a bold plan. How's it working?
So far so good. So I'm going to win the race 1 lap before it ends. How about that?
I mean, that is some next level stuff for sure.
For sure, yeah.
Well, man, nice job on winning the stage here in the Instacart 19. Tell us how you did it, because it wasn't easy from the restart to when that caution came out.
Well, we pitted. We were originally going to stay out long, and we pitted when everyone else did, and that kind of saved our butt there. And we got out in front, had a dedicated pusher in Tyler, and yeah, we got it. So it's awesome.
Well, nice job getting the stage win, Zach. Now you're not locked in, but you got quite the cushion before this race started, and now his stage win is going to give you even bigger of a buffer. Is your goal to try and win this race, or are you going to try and just point your way in?
Just kind of what I've been doing all year. This race, try to get stage points, try to get the best finish possible. If we could pull off a win, that'd be awesome, but pretty much just what we've been doing all year. Just not really looking at the points. We know our teammate Eric probably needs a win, so if he's in front of us, we're gonna shove him like hell and get him this win. That's what we're all focused about over here.
All right, well, I dig it, man. Before we let you go, any final shout outs, thank yous, I love yous?
Gotta say I love you to my mom, because I didn't yesterday in an interview, so she was pretty mad about it, so I'll take the opportunity to say that now. Well, I gotta thank my teammates, Peter, Gabe, and Eric, all doing a good job there. And Tyler, he was pushing me and went every move I went, so that was pretty cool. So we gotta repay him back for stage 2 victory.
Well, there you go. I like it.
Yes.
Absolutely sounds like a banger of a plan, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, just win the race on lap 83, and we're gonna be all good, KR.
All right, I dig it. Make it happen.
I'll try.
All right, man. Well, nice job. Once again, congratulations on the stage win.
Thank you.
There you have it from 19 of Zach Workman. Pace car down and away. Logan Helton on the front row with the 12 of Zach Fritsch for this restart. Green flag is out. Stage number 2 is underway. And here we go. Let's see how all of this is going to play out. Workman in the 19 said he is going to try and push Eric Worre to the race win if he can. Right now, Eric Worre still in this race. 071 back at the back half of the field, if you will, that latter half. 44, Anthony English. Right there with him. Rob Connors back onto pit road. He had rolled out and now comes back on the pit lane. Now there's Travis Elliott in the 51. Not sure what he is up to, but looks like maybe his night is done. So Eric Worre in the 071, just trying to ride around and wait to strike till the time is right. Tyler Miller in the 24 is our race leader. John McCara in the 71, the first car 1 lap down. McCara in the 71, part of this lead pack, still nursing along the damage that he has. Trying to get to the end of stage number 2 before he has to burn another fast repair. Les Levy in the 62. Let's talk a little bit about the paint scheme on the 62. Death Race IRSS on the front of this race car. He knows what's up. Les Levy always has a sense of humor with his paint schemes. Shark teeth on the front of that 62. Grim Reaper on the tail end of it. Still has Ricky Bobby on the back bumper, but Ricky Bobby in the Grim Reaper cloak. Say that 4 times fast. As Tyler Miller in the 24 gives a shove to the 95 of Jim Mayer. Meanwhile, at the front of the field, things are heating up. The 63 of Logan Helton. And the 12 of Zach Fritsch running door to door, side by side. They're trying to come away with the race lead in dominating fashion, but that's far from happening. Now the 12 solidly into the race lead. 63 on his back bumper, giving him a good shove. Working lap 32 of 84. So we're creeping up on the halfway mark. Let me know how you think your driver has been doing so far. You can give them a rating, an A+, B-, an F, an E. Give them an E for effort if you really need to just find something positive, because they are making an effort. They are out there. Only 2 cars are out of the race. The 51 of Travis Elliott and the 1 of Chase Berry. Top 5 single file right now. Now a few more drivers starting to get single file. Quite a few have gotten single file now, so maybe everyone's starting to think about that final pit stop for stage number 2. So when will they come down pit road? I'm not 100% sure. Fuel window is about to open up. Maybe we'll see quite a few of them this time around. The 12 is Zach Fritsch, is your race leader. First car 1 lap down, that is Sean LaCara in the 71. Travis Elliott out of the race. Rob Connors in the 00 after spending an extensive amount of time on pit road. He has rejoined the race. He is running around the best he can, but he is all by himself. He is about to be swallowed up by the pack. We ride on board with Connors. Pack single file, works down to his inside. He stays up to the top shelf. Everyone able to get through. So no one's hit pit road just yet. proving that once again I have no idea what I'm talking about. The 12 of Zach Fritsch and the 63 of Logan Helton have been running nose to tail for a while now. Looks like they are content just to ride around and get into their pit stalls. A few cars who are not. Here comes the 27 of Sean Stevens from Buck Wild Racing, the 14 of Vicente Guerrero from Limitless, and on the pit road comes the 12 of Zach Fritsch. He leads a huge group of them on the pit lane, and it looks like everybody gets on the pit road cleanly for the most part. Maybe a little bit of contact here and there, a lot of brake lockup, but no one got turned. Everyone keeps going. So now Vicente Guerrero in the 14 for Limitless is your race leader. John McCarr, Zach Workman, BK Anderson, and several others peeling off the pit lane that time. So green flag pit stops fully underway. Cody Nagels in the 06 is your race leader. The 14 of Vicente Guerrero pushing on his back bumper as they make their way by the 62 of Les Levy. Now this is where things get a little bit dangerous as the drivers blending onto the backstretch are trying to gain as much speed as possible, and the drivers who have not made a pit stop yet want to lose as little speed as possible, so everyone tries to run as close as they can. And now Cody Nagels and Vicente Guerrero, the only two drivers not hit pit road. So a long run from them. This is going to cost them a little bit on the time. They will end up further behind, and they might get it back at the stage break and have a shorter time on pit road. As now both of them hit pit lane. Not sure how this is going to work out for them because they did have the advantage of a few cars working with them still. So it ought to be interesting to see how this all plays out. The 44 of Anthony English onto the back stretch. Logan Helton in the 63. Quite possibly could become the race leader. He is out in front of everyone who has completed their pit stop. Cody Nagels and Vicente Guerrero. Jack has dropped on those two cars. They are down and away. But I don't think that they are going to get out and up to speed before Logan Helton passes them in the 63. You can see them both down on the apron there. I want to say hi to Daniel McKeon. How you doing, Daniel? Logan Helton makes quick work of Vicente Guerrero and Cody Nagels and the 42 of Nate Warren. As Nate Warren got caught speeding, served a 40-second time penalty, and now has gone one lap down because of it. So Logan Helton in the 63 is your race leader as we work lap 42 of 84 in the race. Stage number 2 going to end at the completion of lap 50. About a 7-car breakaway here. 4 cars in the outside line. The 26 of Hunter Reynolds being pushed by the 12 of Zach Fritsch. The 63 down on the bottom being pushed by the 04 of Mark Mann. Logan Helton and Mark Mann teammates. Looks like the inside line had to check up a little bit. So Logan Helton now moves to the outside lane. Dustin Barber in the 6. Finding some momentum. Final few laps of stage number 2. Hunter Reynolds and Dustin Barber duking it out side by side. Both drivers from FSR. There's only 3 cars are representing FSR right now. Those 3 cars being Hunter Reynolds, Jimmy Reynolds, and Dustin Barber. Dustin Barber out in front with Hunter Reynolds pushing on him. So good run for FSR here in stage number 2. Jimmy Reynolds just a little bit further back in that black 17. Tucked in behind the 71. Checking in on a few cars at the back of the pack. 44 of Anthony English. 071 of Eric Laurie. And the 40 of Peter DeBorgia. 25th, 26th, and 27th. These 3 cars still within striking distance of Richard Sanchez, but they have lost the lead pack here. Shady Crow in the 2 just ahead as well. At the front, it continues to be the 6 of Dustin Barber. The 95 of Jim Mayer working his way around on the outside lane. Jeff Crosby Jr. in the 33 up in the top shelf right now. Can the 95 and the 12 find some momentum to get around the 6 of Dustin Barber? Dustin Barber came into tonight 24th in the point standings. 1 top 5, 2 top 10s. But if he can get the stage win here and maybe even the race win, he will make it into the championship contention. So the 26 working hard on making him this stage winner. The 04 Mark Mann. Now out in front of the 95. Can he make something happen? Randall Cobb in the 52 up into the third lane by himself right now. Let's see if anyone is going to join him. We got just 1.5 laps left to go. So Barber in the 6. Gonna get the 1 to go for the stage. One more time around for this stage. Mark Mann in the 04 had the race lead going into the corner, but the 6 able to challenge right back onto the backstretch they go. Here comes the 63 of Logan Helton. What's he gonna be able to do? 3 wide down the backstretch. Dustin Barber with a big surge. Daniel Holloway in the 21. Third car in the inside line. Does he have anything to say about this? Logan Helton in the 63 falls back just a little bit. The 6 of Dustin Barber off cleanly from turn number 4. And Barber looks like he is going to hold on and win the stage. So Dustin Barber picks up stage number 2. As the field slows down and tries to get caught up to the pace car. Dustin Barber, our stage 2 winner, with help from the 26 of Hunter Reynolds. As the pace car finally makes its appearance, the 6 slows it down. Everyone gonna hit pit road this time. They make their way through 3 and 4. Barber in the 6, already down on the apron. We know he's coming on to pit road. Here comes the entire field. We'll let Dustin Barber get done with his pit stop, and then we will see if he has anything to add. And how excited he is for this stage win. I do believe this is... I don't think it's his first stage win ever. It is for sure his first stage win this season. He is down and away. Let's pull him up. Let's see what the driver of the 6 has to say about this stage win. Dustin Barber, how you doing, bud?
I mean, I'm pretty good. How are you, man?
Oh, I'm doing all right. The 6 gets its first stage win of the season, but I can't recall. I don't believe it's your first stage win ever. I think you have one other, maybe even 2.
Yeah, I think I had a couple, but I mean, this was a complete surprise. I didn't even realize I'd made it all the way up to the front. I've just been cruising. And it worked out pretty well.
Well, man, you end up with the stage win with the help from your teammate, the 2600 Reynolds. Tell me, that long green flag run we had there, what were you doing to work your way to cruise to the front?
Well, I was just following people, just getting some good lines, and I had some help from a lot of people to help me get up there. But yeah, once I got up front, man, with Hunter behind me, we were rocking and rolling for sure.
Well, an outstanding job to get that 6 up into the front and to the stage win, man. Shout outs, thank yous you'd like to give?
Yeah, I want to thank all my teams at FSR. A big, huge shout out to Hunter for that push. Big thanks to you guys up in the booth, and everybody that watched and everybody that comes out here and races and makes it fun.
All right, man. Well, nice job as you hit pit road once again. We'll let you go so you don't get a speeding penalty. Nice job on the stage.
Thanks, KR, man.
There you have it from, excuse me, from FSR, the 6 of Dustin Barber, your stage 2 winner. Well, now that the stages are over, it comes down to who can win the race. 26 of Hunter Reynolds on the front row for this one. The 04 of Mark Mann gonna join him on the outside. The 12 of Zach Fritsch. The 33 of Jeff Crosby Jr. for row number 2. Everyone else trying to catch up as they made their way onto pit road. Now here we go. Who is going to come away with the race win? Final stage of the regular season for season 9. Someone has to win the race. Someone has to go home unhappy. Who's it gonna be as the lights come back on the pace car? Now they go off once again. Wasn't really watching the pace car. Trying to build up everything and just got let down. Oh boy. On to the back stretch with the lights out on the pace car. Maybe this time we'll get around and not have to turn them back on. I want to thank everyone who has stopped by to say hello, given a thumbs up, or commented on their favorite driver. Feel free to keep those coming in, the chats. Let me know what you think your driver has done so far, whether they've had a good race. If you think that they are the class of the field, that they're going to win this race. Say what you want, the chat is yours. Off of turn number 4, here they come. Lights are still off on the pace car. Not going to get me fooled this time. Here we go. Hunter Reynolds, Mark Mann leading the field to the green flag. 28 cars on the lead lap. 31 cars still in this race. As the green flag comes out, we are down and away once again. Hunter Reynolds in the 26. has the advantage through the bottom of 1 and 2. 04 of Mark Mann and the 33 of Jeff Crosby Jr. side by side. Sorry, nose to tail. Tyler Miller in the 24, the 12 of Zach Fritsch, all battling there at the front of the pack. Al Smith chiming in. How you doing, Al? First time we've got to hear from Al in a while. Guys, please give it up a big congratulations to Al Smith. He's a proud new papa. Heck yeah, we'd love to have you back next week. Hunter Reynolds in the 26 out in front. The 12 of Zach Fritsch pushing on that back bumper. Hunter Reynolds gets shuffled out of place there, all by himself, long way back. Now the 12 of Zach Fritsch takes over the race lead. So Zach Fritsch in the 12 with 26 laps to go. Out in front. As I mentioned, Fritchie came into tonight 56 points to the good, and he would still love to get that race win and not have to worry about it. So now with 24 laps to go, the 12 and the 24 running 1 and 2. Check in on a few of the cars at the back of the pack here. Nate Warren in the 42, currently scored in 29th spot. He is the first car 1 lap down. He is behind the 47 of Richard Kuhn, the 4 of Rick Seabrams. Now he makes a move to the outside. Fuel window going to open up here in the next 8 laps. DK Anderson in the 32, finding himself in 23rd spot. Anderson only came into this race plus 24 points. So running in 23rd, it's going to be a tight race for him to try and make it in unless he can find a way to work his way forward. Just ahead of him, that is the 40 of Peter DeBorgia. DeBorgia caught up in a couple of incidents already here tonight. But the good news for him is DeBorgia picked up a win earlier this season, so he is locked in, but he still wants to try and get himself into victory lane, or maybe at 071 of Eric Laurie, who is right behind him. A little bit ahead of them, that's the 510 of Richard Sanchez. Sanchez in only his second start here with OP Racing on a Monday night. Has ran with the series on Wednesday night. The 88 of Gabe Butler, our pole sitter. Butler right now finds himself in 16th spot, and he has had a bit of a rough race. He has not really been able to work his way forward once he lost the race lead. Everyone getting single file here. With 20 laps to go, the 12 is Zach Fritch is your race leader. Well, 24, 33, your top three drivers, Zach Fritch, Tyler Miller, Jeff Crosby Jr. No one peeling off for pit road just yet. David Booth in the 77 on the back bumper of the 21 of Daniel Holloway. David Booth finding himself in 9th place. Right behind him, the 14 of Vicente Guerrero under attack from the 40 of Peter DeBorgia. As DeBorgia wants to try and take over that spot. DeBorgia and the 52 get a good head of steam. And Peter DeBorgia looks like he is launched out of a rocket as he makes his way into the top 10. Onto pit road come Tyler Miller and Zach Fritch. They're the only two to hit pit lane. So too does Jeremy Funk in the 97. That gives the race lead to the 33 of Jeff Crosby Jr. The 04 Mark Mann still pushing on that back bumper. It looks like they're going to peel off for pit lane. Hard on the brakes. Quite a few of them are locking up. The 33 with a late lockup. We'll see if he gets a speeding penalty or if he is able to get it slowed down. And Logan Helton, the race leader, and the 63 make his way around. Tyler Miller now a lap down. Big lockup from the 63, but able to get it slowed down. And the caution flag has come out with 15 laps to go. And it looks like trouble for the 14 of Vicente Guerrero as he gets clobbered by the 40 of Peter DeBorgia. Let's see if we can back this up just a little bit further. Vicente Guerrero in the 14 coming off of pit road. Hard break into the inside wall. Peter DeBorgia with nowhere to go. Anthony English gets involved in the 14. That car is tore up from the floor up. Can't even drive it straight. So the 14 comes off the banking, loses it, smacks the inside wall, and slides right in front of the 40 of DeBorgia. And that is going to bring out a yellow flag here. At 14, crab walking, but he's going to try and make it into pit lane. To Logan Helton in the 63. Going to peel off for pit road and make his way to be serviced by his pit crew. He will retain the race lead as he wins the race off of pit road. All right, so we'll get the green flag with 12 laps to go here in this race. And it has been a unique one. One of our drivers said it is time for chaos, and he was completely correct. Chaos has reigned here at the iRacing Superspeedway. Lights are out on the pace car. OMG, ladies and gentlemen, this has been A spicy one from start to finish. We knew it would. Final race of the regular season and happening at iRacing Superspeedway. Here we go. Green flag is out. 13 laps to go. Side by side into turn number 1, the 63 of Logan Helton pulls ahead the 19 of Zach Workman on his back bumper. Michelle Anderson saying, keep climbing, BK. BK finds himself in 18th spot, down 10 positions from where he qualified, but BK not giving up just yet. 12 laps to go. We'll make it 11 this time around. And the 32 slides down to the inside to tuck in behind the 17 of Jimmy Reynolds, and he is starting to work his way forward. Oh, trouble at the front. Mark Mann in the 04 goes around. Eric Laurie gets caught up. Jimmy Reynolds, BK Anderson involved. Yellow flag flies once again. Les Levy, Zach Workman, all these guys involved in the issue at the front of the field. As the yellow flag comes out, 3 wide as Zach Workman in the 19, Richard Sanchez, Mark Mann in the 04. Dustin Barber, Connors, David Overstreet, big time dust up on the front stretch. On board from the 88. Cars just going every which way. So another big dust up here at the iRacing Superspeedway. Daniel Holloway is your race leader. And with that being said, I'm going to step away for a little break. Get me a drink of water because I forgot to get some. So I'll be right back, guys. No one go anywhere. We'll be back with the finish of tonight's final race of the regular season for OP Racing Premier Series here on Monday night.
iRacing, you wanted the best, you got them 4 abreast. Often imitated, never duplicated. The greatest show on dirt, the World of Outlaws.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as the pace car is down and away. 8 laps to go here in this one as the green flag flies. Daniel Holloway, Logan Helton, and Jim Mayer, all from Alliance Motorsports, finding themselves out in front at the most opportune time in what could be the final restart of the regular season. Daniel Holloway and Jim Mayer both needing race wins to get into playoff contention. The 40 of Peter DeBorgia, big wiggle, he had to check up. And now the 95 of Jim Mayer with a big shove from the 12 of Zach Fritsch. Out in front, Zach Fritsch stays to the high side. I have a feeling we haven't seen the last yellow flag of the night. Side by side, the racing is hot and heavy. Now with 7 laps to go. Jim Mayer in the 95 now pushing on the 12 of Zach Fritsch. Logan Helton in the 63 in the middle lane. The 04 of Mark Mann up in the 3rd lane. So Logan Helton in the 63. Now has the 95 of Jim Mayer, who jumps out in front of him. This race is winding down with 6 laps to go. Zach Fritsch in the 12, needing a win for the bonus points, having a solid run here tonight. Came in with a big cushion to try and make it into playoff contention. However, Jim Mayer started this race 16 points below the cutoff line. Logan Helton sideways and big trouble in turns 1 and 2. Yellow flag comes out once again as the field scattered. And then they all collect down on the inside. So several race cars caught up in this one. And with it being this late in the race, I guarantee you some of these drivers have already burned through both of their fast repairs. Not everyone. Some of them have. We are going to end up seeing a big drop off this time. Go ahead and take a look and see what happened with the 63 of Logan Helton. Contact at the front, and then it just gets nasty. Cody Nagel's involved, David Booth, Daniel Holloway, and Logan Helton get sent flying through the air. Unfortunately, lands with his wheels to Jesus. That is an automatic tow right there. Off the nose of Zach Workman. Fires, how you doing? Come on in. Sit on down, watch the end of the race. Eric Glory in the 071, pretty far back. In fact, he's so far back, not even gonna get there. We went too far back. All right, let's go on board with Vicente Guerrero. He was a little bit further back, or a little bit further forward than making contact, getting through that one. So with 3 laps to go, Jim Mayer is your race leader. Zach Fritsch second. The 47 of Richard Kuhn in third. What an upset it could be if the 47 picked up the race win. Richard Kuhn currently scored 22nd in the point standings. If that 47 can pick up the win, he has met the minimum requirements. Started 11 races this season. This is race number 12 for him. In fact, what that means is started every race. So Richard Kuhn in the 47, possibly within striking distance. We are using our first attempt at a green-white checkered. We will use 2 if we need to. I don't know about y'all, but I am sweating. This is hard work here calling this race. This has been a wild one from start to finish. And I am sweating. There hasn't been an easy moment in this race all night long. So lights are out on the pace car of the field, stacked up 2 by 2, side by side. All right, here we go. Lights are out on the pace car. The Ford Mustang heads for pit road. First attempt at a green-white checkered. Jim Mayer in the 95 gets a good jump, but the 12 of Zach Fritsch has the 47 already getting to his back bumper. That could be the difference maker. Here we go, heading off into turn number 1. The 95 looking for some help. Here comes the 6 of Dustin Barber. The 12 of Zach Fritsch takes over the top spot as Richard Kuhn in the 47 now makes a move down to the inside. Jim Mayer in the 95 with a full head of steam. surges ahead as the 6 of Dustin Barber pushes him to the race lead. And the lead has changed hands 4 times essentially before we even get back around to the white flag. And now the 6 abandons the 95. Here comes the 88 of Gabe Butler. White flag, final time around. Your pole sitter, who has been lounging around all race, finally decides to show up. Here comes the 19 of Zach Workman as well. Onto the backstretch for the final time. Butler, Barber, Hunter Reynolds leading their respective lanes into turn number 3. The 6 of Dustin Barber slices down in front of the 88. Is that the move he needed to make? The 88 gets turned. Dustin Barber in the 6. Looks like he is going to go unchallenged and wins the race and into playoff contention. BK Anderson brings it home in second place. And I think that is enough points for Anderson to transfer through, as Dustin Barber gets it done in the 6 with an outstanding must-win situation. And that is exactly what he did. BK Anderson brings it home in second place. Jim Mayer in third. And I'm not 100% sure how this is going to play out in the points. But one thing is for sure, the 6 of Dustin Barber is going to celebrate this win. Picked up stage number 2. And now picks up the race win. And he is into playoff contention. And starts burning it down on the front stretch. How about this race, ladies and gentlemen? That is something that will go down in OP racing history and be talked about for a long time, as the 6 of Dustin Barber gets a congratulatory kiss from Hunter Reynolds. All right, so let's go ahead and kick off our post-race show by talking to our race winner, who is celebrating this first win this season. Dustin Barber, you're into the playoffs.
My man, what a race. that was crazy.
Man, oh man, the 6 picked up the stage win and translates it into victory lane. Congratulations on that. Man, tell us how you did it, especially in that green-white checkered finish.
And I think some of that FSR luck's rubbed off on me a little bit on that one, but no, we had a crazy start. Me and Mayer was able to make a good start off that, and he helped me quite a bit. And then I got a little bump from Hunter halfway through, and was able to get in a good position to run it out. Man, it was crazy. I had to drive the wheels off of it for a second.
Man, you absolutely had to drive the wheels off of that thing. You were making moves, and it looked like at one point maybe things weren't going to go your way, but all of a sudden you found some speed and momentum, and man, came away with the race win.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. Which right there, I'm just happy for a top 5 or even a top 10. I'm just here to have fun, but to come away with P1, man, that's awesome. It's my first time. I've been racing this league for quite some time, and it's nice to finally get one, right when it counts too.
Well, nice job, man. Dustin Barber, a solid run. Shout outs, thank yous you need to give.
Huge shout out to you guys up top, man. I'm sure when I rewatch this tomorrow, it'll be cool. I always enjoy watching you guys. A big shout out to the FSR again for pumping me up right there for that last little bit of racing, man. They were hyping me up, so that was awesome. Shout out to everybody watching and all the other racers that come out here, man, and just make it fun and have a good time. It's some hard competitive racing now, and man, I love it, and I'm just happy to be here.
All right, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Dustin Barber, your race winner and newest confirmed championship contender. Nice job, Dustin.
KR.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Now let's move on to our driver who found his way into second place. That is none other than the driver of the 32, and that is BK Anderson. BK, congratulations on second place, man.
Thank you, sir.
Well, man, I'll tell you what, I never claimed to be good at math. I do quick math, but I do believe a solid second place finish for you here tonight is going to be enough to get you in, because I don't think the 33 of Jeff Crosby earned more points than you.
Well, sorry, Jeff, but I think KR's quick maths has got it this time.
Well, BK, man, I'll tell you what, your mom, Michelle, cheering you on all race long. She never gave up on you, even though I did. I'm not going to admit that I did, but I was like, oh, man, I saw you getting that wreck right there with like 4 or 5 laps to go. I thought that you had burned up both your fast repairs, but I was wrong, and here you come charging into second place.
Yeah, I almost broke my foot at work this week, so hitting the brakes tonight, it smarted a little bit. I was not good on the brakes, and we needed them quite a bit for pitting and other endeavors. I got into some trouble there, but good run at the end. Made a fast repair.
Nice.
Very happy with second. Yeah.
Well, an outstanding job, man, to bring it home in second place. Sorry about your foot.
Thank you.
Just so you know, I do any surgery that the doctors tell you need for $50.
All right, I might take you up on it. Just chop it off at the nub. I'll move my pedal up.
It's fine. We can do whatever. All right, man. Shout outs, thank yous you need to give.
Thanks to Vicente for that mega push there at the end. Brother, I could have done anything at the end there without you. Thanks to Mom for cheering me on the broadcast always. But she's my #1 fan. I'll take it. I love it. I love that lady to death. She's awesome.
Well,
thanks to Dad for watching too.
All right, man. Well, nice job. Congratulations on bringing it home in second place. And like I said, just doing quick math, but I think you were in as a championship contender.
Let's hope the math holds up. Give a heck in the playoffs.
All right, BK Anderson, our second place finisher. Nice job, BK, from Limitless Racing. But now let's move on to our third and final step of the podium. That is the 95 of Jim Mayer. Jim, you got your ears on, bud?
Yeah, I got you.
OMG, this 95 was bound and determined to finish this race in the top 3. How in the heck, how many turbos did you have on your race car to begin with? And how did it get through tech?
Not enough to be on the island by myself up front there. Yeah, well, I think we needed the win to advance. So it was fast. It was a good car. Racing was the usual. Strong competition at the end, but you need a helper there. That's what it comes down to.
Well, I'm not 100% sure on the math. I don't know if you're going to get in because of Dustin Barber being the upset winner. But, man, I'm going to tell you, it's going to be close if you don't.
Yeah, I think I was still like 16 points out, so I would have had to have a lot go my way tonight, and we had a lot not go our way. So I would say I'm probably out, but that's okay. I mean, we can run the playoffs with no stress and try to be a menace to those guys with their green bumpers, and hopefully we can take a few of them guys with us as we've been taking with them.
All right, man. Well, solid run for you here tonight. shout outs, thank yous that you need to give for this third place finish?
Yeah, of course, all the guys in lines. They keep it fun. They keep it relaxed, and spirits are still up. Even though there's only 2 of us in the playoffs this year, it looks like. But but that's just more help for them. We'll be there for those guys. Of course, all the guys at the league putting the league on, and you up in the booth putting the show on. We appreciate that, and hopefully the folks that watched enjoyed the race.
All right, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The final step of the podium going to Jim Mayer. Jim, once again, congratulations.
Thanks.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Our post-race show is almost done and over with. Let's go ahead and get through the rest of our results presented by Butt Kicker. Dustin Barber, BK Anderson, Jim Mayer, your top 3. Then it's Hunter Reynolds and Richard Kuhn to round out the top 5. Zach Workman brings it home in 6th. 7th goes to Randall Cobb. Mark Mann in the 04 ends up in 8th. 9th goes to the 4 of Rick Sebrands. And Zach Fritsch rounds out the top 10. 11th goes to the 14 of Vicente Guerrero. Tyler Miller 12th. 13th Anthony English. 14th David Overstreet. And Nate Warren with a 15th place finish in this race. Les Levy right behind him in the 62. 17th place goes to the 17 of Jimmy Reynolds. In the 33 of Jeff Crosby Jr. finishes in 18th spot. 19th goes to JD Crow. Gabe Butler in 20th. 21st, Eric Laurie. Peter DeBorgia, 22nd. 23rd, David Booth. John McCara, 24th. And the first car 1 lap down. Logan Helton, 25th. Cody Nagels, 26th. Jeremy Funk, 27th. Daniel Holloway in the 21 finishes in 28th. Sean Stevens from Buck Wild Racing is 29th. 30th is Richard Sanchez. Rob Connors, 31st. 32nd, Travis Elliott. And Chase Berry finishing his minimum race requirements. Did 3 laps. Had to pull off. But he is in as a championship contender. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is our 33 car field here tonight. So thank you very much for joining me. I hope you all enjoyed the show. Please leave a comment, like, subscribe, follow, whatever it is you're supposed to do so that you know when these guys hit the track next. And I hope to see you Wednesday night for the Grand National Series. And so until then, y'all stay safe. Have a good night.